like everybody, when we do these compilations, all you talked about was your hair.
It's horrendous.
Oh, look at my hair there.
It's just horrible seeing yourself back in the years with terrible haircuts.
Well, the hair might be horrendous, I'll give you that. The music's wonderful.
Yeah,
it must make you very proud to have a back catalogue like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's taken me a few years to sort of collect the songs, but yeah, it definitely gets easier the more I do it. I'm not as scared, you know, as I used to be when I first started out. I got used to being scared a bit more, and now it just feels normal.
Scared as in what, to kind of release a song?
No, just any of it. Any of it was scary. You know, I was a shy kid, so, you know, but going from, like, I went from cleaning vans one minute, and then the next I was on TV doing, you know, Top of the Pops and Jules Holland and touring, and it was all just a bit like, wow.
Yeah,
I wasn't prepared for it at all, really. But, yeah, I think to get to this point is kind of, I'm happy to be here now, you know, at this moment in time.
I presume for a shy kid, music is an escape. It's something that you retreat into, that it is your world, and you're comfortable in it, and you don't really want to put it out there. I mean...
well, I played in my room for, like, the best part of, like, 4 years before I even played any music to anyone.
Like Ed Sheeran, who says you're an inspiration to him.
you got to just sort of, you know, hone your craft on your own first, I think, and then once you sort of, you know, you feel comfortable enough to sort of play songs, then you sort of just get on with it. I did busking and
you're now
to
back,
build my confidence.
You're back after a few years. You're back on tour.
Yeah.
You're back out with a new album, and I think probably this album says everything that you wanted to say and explains the past 4 or 5 years. And the title of the album is You're Stronger Than You Know. Yeah,
I think it just summed up, you know, I've been through a lot the last few years. You know, I'm not going to sit here and moan about it, but yeah, you know, I lost a few family members, and we tried to have a few babies that we lost along the way, and it was just, you know, it's normal, you know, it's life, you know, things like that happen, but I'm just glad that I've been, you know, my mum and my dad have both given me life experience to deal with it and come out the other side, and that's why the album title's You're Stronger Than You Know. I needed to hear it, and I wanted my other half to sort of hear it as well, because we've been through so much.
Which, I mean, at one point where you almost thought you were going to lose her, which was the birth of your second child, which was a wonderful thing as well.
Well, the doctor was stood next to Jill, and Jill was like, I'm going, and I thought, bloody hell, she's dying. She was like, I know my body, I'm going. And then the doctor was like, she's not, she's fine. So I didn't really know to listen to, but yeah, you know, it was scary, a scary time. But now that we've come through it, it just makes all the music a little bit more enjoyable, actually.
And what about now you're a family man? Does that change the way you write, the way you look at life, the way you approach your music?
Yeah, I suppose it just makes me want to write songs that you know, reflect who I am a little bit more, rather than sort of, you know, I'm not worried about being cool, or I just want the sentiment of the songs to be true and reflective of who I am, so that, you know, my kids know who I am, even if they just listen to the music, you know.
And you're teaming up with Joss Stone. We saw there at the end of that compilation. How much input do you allow that other person to have? Because obviously, essentially, it's your song. Yeah, I
mean, I wanted her to have as much freedom. I mean, I wasn't there, actually, when she recorded her vocals, so she was allowed, you know, she sort of played with the timing of the phrases, and I really liked the fact she sort of laid back a little bit on the timing, whereas I'm sort of driving, and the two together just sort of, it just sort of works, really. She's such a good singer. She can sing anything. You know, I was never in doubt she was going to sound good, but when all the vocals came together and it was finished, I was just so pleased with it. She's such a good singer, and I wanted to use someone who has got soul to her voice, and, you know, I've always wanted to work with her.
You've got amazing soul to your voice.
Well, instead of just, you know, trying to use people that are, like, different, you know, I've worked with Nelly, I've worked with Jessie J, and you know, musical singers that have a different style, but I wanted to go a bit more straight down the line.
And are you touring now with this album?
I am, yeah. I'm going to be touring at the end of March. I think the first one's in Norwich. On the
25th of March 25th, in Norwich.
There you go, yeah. Thank God for you know. And yeah, all across you know, it's a British tour, so I end up in Dublin on the 4th of April, and I've got some European dates. So it's
and do you take the family with you now?
Yeah, not all the time, because that's crazy. I've done it before. It's hectic. I think I brought Jill out for like 4 days, and she was like, I need to go home. she couldn't keep up with the tour schedule. But yeah, I think you know, when it's nice gigs, definitely, because you know they're getting a bit older now.
James, could I say welcome back?
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.